Do you own or rent your home? Sure you do, and I'll bet it can be hard work. You know what's easy? Bundling policies with Geico. Geico makes it easy to bundle your homeowner's or renter's insurance along with your auto policy. It's a good thing, too, because you already have so much to do around your home. Go to geico.com, get a quote, and see how much you could save. It's Geico Easy. Visit geico.com today. That's geico.com.
On the road, that must be what we're talking about. Yep, and we'll get to that. But first, I need to tell you that you are listening to Consumer Talk on America's finest radio station, KGO. I'm your host, Michael Finney. Our telephone number is 808-0810. Brandon Bowes is our engineer and musical director. And, of course, Laura Starr is our longtime producer of this program. That's why it sounds so wonderful. And on the live line right now, we have Simon Zen. He's with My Bank Tracker, and he's here to talk about how you can escape on a road trip and save money, like big money. Hey, Simon, thanks a lot for joining us.
Hi, Michael. Thanks for having me.
What got you thinking about this?
Well, many people are trying to ease back into travel right now, and road trips are likely going to be one of the most popular options for me as well.
Yeah, I got to tell you, because if you're worried about COVID or any kind of contact, road trip's your best option.
Right. You're outside most of the time.
Yeah, yeah. Or in your own little bubble, going from place to place. You don't hop on a tube with 100 other maniacs.
Exactly.
So how do you save money? What do you do? Let's start with planning. Should you plan more now than you used to back in the day?
Absolutely. Right now, this is not just us. Everybody wants to go out and travel right now. They're travel starved. And I think more planning than before, you have to get ready for any type of disruptions. And, parks are reported to be getting full at 8 a.m., 9 a.m.
Wow.
Probably waiting hours to get into the national parks. So you don't want those type of disruptions to completely ruin your trip. So a little bit of planning goes a long way.
It really does. You know what I noticed? And granted, it was a long time ago, but I used to be in the parks in southern Utah, Zion, and a bunch of the others quite a bit. And there was never anybody there. Now I see pictures of places that I would be alone at. It looks like a rock concert. There's so many people there.
Right.
I mean, it used to be. There's just one, the name is escaping me now, where you hike through kind of down the Narrows. Is that what it is? The Narrows. I would be the only one there. There wouldn't be anybody there. And now I see these pictures. I think they take reservations to let you go there. It's, oh my God. It's so
exactly. Not just parks too. Campsites are full for months at a time. So really.
Wow. Okay, so how do we save money on food? I think that's one of the big, gasoline, but that's, getgasbuddy.com, I guess. Food, right. What do you do? Food,
I think, even if you plan the few initial meals, have a cooler, have a little simple breakfast, have some snacks. You might save hundreds of dollars just from that alone, and it will hold you over so that you don't have to resort to last-minute, more expensive options. And that might be big money savings right there.
My children are grown now, but when they were kids, my big tip to any parent is whatever you guys eat for breakfast at home, bring it with you on the road, even if that includes hanging out in a hotel or motel. Because even if you have the money, you don't have the time. Vacations, you're spending a lot of money and you want to go see stuff. You don't want to sit in a restaurant and eat food for an hour and a half.
Absolutely. Time is precious on the road trips as well.
What do you do for camping? You just talked about that. How do you get a deal? How do you camp?
Right. Lodging is likely to be the most expensive cost in any trip. And camping, if you're going to go for some camping gear, I think the upfront costs, and then if you use it quite often, the long-term savings are there, exactly. And if you're going to buy permits for parks, that's going to save you significantly versus paying for a hotel.
Now, a lot of people are going to be renting cars, and when you're at the counter, they're trying to upsell you a ton of stuff. Should you buy any of that?
If you have a credit card, a travel credit card, those can help significantly. They have great perks such as auto rental collision coverage that allows you to decline that type of coverage from our auto rental location. But you might also consider things such as supplemental liability protection. And they also help with roadside assistance if anything ever happens.
Yeah, some of the credit cards do have roadside assistance. A lot of them have been canceling it lately, so you really need to check before you go on your trip. I would also point out the AAA saved me one time that made it worth all the money I've ever spent on AAA.
Exactly. Those little costs, they add up when an emergency hits.
Absolutely. So I guess, we talked about camping. How about lodging? I mean, hotels are pretty expensive now. So
the big thing about hotels is, you're on the road most of the time, and you're probably going to just look to sleep and shower, again, and grab a quick breakfast in the morning. So I don't think you have to pay for luxurious amenities that you probably won't use anyway. Yeah. So if you're going to pick a hotel, you might pick a less expensive option. And if you're going to book the hotel, remember, you might have saved up a lot of credit card points in the past year of not traveling. So think about using that to book a few nights.
This is a good time to underline that most credit card points and travel points have been, their expiration has been extended because of COVID, but they are eventually going to expire. So use them sooner rather than later. You know what they're worth now. They can devalue them in the future. So that is really wonderful advice, Simon. What is My Bank Tracker, since that's who you're affiliated with?
Right. We focus on tools and resources and article content to help people save more, spend smarter, and overall improve their finances.
How so? What does My Bank Tracker do? I guess.
We try our best to match consumers to accounts and other tools that may fit them best. For instance, if they have a savings account at a big local bank, they might pay little to nothing on interest rates. So switching to an online bank might be the better move and improve their interest earnings and actually grow their money for once.
The Wells Fargo Bank, I believe it was last week, may have been the week before, told all of their personal lines of credit people, and never mind, we're not going to do this anymore in 60 days. Have you seen a lot of people looking for new lines of credit?
I think over the past year, depending on individual circumstances, demand for credit has been there. And but there are many options available outside of Wells Fargo, and it's always great to look, to compare. You might have been stuck with Wells Fargo, and you might, now that you're forced to go somewhere else, you might find a better option that actually best fits your needs.
There's a lot of banks, or a couple of banks anyway, that, back, I guess, when my parents were setting up a bank account, they'd give them a free toaster or something. Now they'll say, if you sign up for a checking account and have your paycheck,
direct deposit.
Yeah, direct deposit, and you write 4 checks, then we'll give you $200 or something, right? Are those worth it?
If it fits within your financial behavior, you're already doing that, you're not changing how you manage your money, then I think that's a great fit. You're just getting free money, right? So as long as it fits how you're already behaving when it comes to your money, then that's a great bonus.
MyBankTracker.com, by the way, has got some great articles in here, and clearly you guys pay your writers because it's not non-information parading as information. It's actually pretty well done. Simon Zinn from MyBankTracker.com. Simon, I appreciate your time.
Thank you.
When we come back, we're going to talk about credit card predictions for the rest of 2021. What's in store?